and gentlemen, I am Yuzral, the game is World of Warships. It is the 3rd of January 2018. Happy New Year to those of you I haven't seen in some time, and happy Hangover Day to those of you who overdid it over the last 72 hours or so. It's Shipstream, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing particularly special to look at tonight. It's just going to be an hour or two of random and ranked battles as I desperately try to haul myself back up to rank 10. That's one of the goals for tonight. And also try somehow to finish off this mission. I mean, win a battle, place top 5. I mean, how hard could that be? There's only 7 players aside in ranked. All that really boils down to is win a ranked battle and don't suck. Oh, the games I've had so far today. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay, 1 enterprise, 1 rank setting. Let's just get into it. Less said about some of these things, the better. Yes, I've slid almost all the way down through rank 11. Yes, that's embarrassing. And no, I'm probably not going to get some German battleships in this matchmaking. What could possibly go wrong with a carrier that's optimised for... Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Good news, 2 Bismarcks. Less good news, 2 Arpeggio Takaus. Better news, no destroyer. That could be fun. Win a rainbow. Yes. Yeah. Well, shouldn't be able to get this one too badly wrong. We've got a Kutuzov and an Amagi. However, they've got the North Carolina. Their Shokaku is a better suited to all-round engagements than I am. On the bright side, 2 Bismarcks to bully. So, let's start with the basics. Set up the fighters, then hold the rest of the strike package and wait for the timer to tick down, wait for the fighters to finish their prep and get up into the air. Lose about 7 seconds on the first launch this way, but at least this way the first things in the air are the fighters. However, this does constitute another 22 seconds of sitting on my hands. Ranger, or possibly I'm overestimating my own ability and or stupidity. All A. Right, all A it is, and the Kutuzov's wandering off towards B. Well, if we're going all A, if I run due south, I should be able to just tuck in neatly behind this island and get out of the way. Okay, fighters are launching. Group 2's up. Group 3 has started their takeoff run. Cue the bombers. And yes, that is a fairly important detail. Radar oil smoke. Where is Moggy going? There's A, there's B, and then there's Wanderer. I think this might be a cunning plan to flank point A, but it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, go intercept those bombers, scout points A and B, chase down the bomber while we're at it. However, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Okay, I am not going to catch those bombers anytime soon, so I'm not even going to try. Group 2, line up. Yeah, this guy's awake, he's competent, he knows what he's doing. I'm going to have to rely on flak to cover me here. Alright, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, circle the strike package. There we are. Group 3. Okay, kick up. Group 2, come in. Now, is he trying for a lock? No, he's just trying to get the usual dancey. Kick group 2 down. There we go. Got lucky with him on that strike. Right, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push down. And don't get so close to the battleship flak. Bad stuff will happen. 2 Takaus and a Chapayev is not a good combination. Make group 2, group 3 back off hard. In fact, group 2 circle. The North Carolina's kicking out exposed. Not my favourite target. I'd rather have the Germans, less flak, but I think there's enough deck armour on the North Carolina to keep everything nice and explodey when the bombers get to her. So 4 and 5. Kick up. 6 and 7. Push round behind. Just kick to the strategic map for a second. Okay, there we go. Yeah, good news, I don't have to worry about flanking destroyers because there aren't any. Right, 6 and 7 back off hard. Group 2 move into cover. 4 and 5 take another diversion. Group 2 kick down. 6 and 7 move across. Group 2 just lock that Shokaku pack. Okay, 4 and 5 kick round. 6 and 7 dive in behind. Good, we've got the Takao for starters. Group 3 move across, stand by to intercept those torpedo bombers. 6 and 7 tuck in behind, and then commit. Committing. Oh yeah. Boom. Right, 4 and 5 kick in behind the biscuit. Group 2 move away. 4 and 5. Just there we go. That should make quite a satisfactory boom when it arrives. Now let's see about these torpedo bombers. Oh. Group 3 got wiped. Embarrassing. And they hammered the Amagi that was out on its own. Even more embarrassing. Okay, 4 and 5. Split. Group 3 close in. Wait, Group 3's only got 2 because they've been loitering under that Takao's flak for a bit. Fine, get the flak on here and all stop. Hard port rudder. No need to be subtle there. Group 3 just take a wander. Oh. And he's quite happy to loiter his bombers. Fine, expected as much. I can't actually catch those bombers if, as I suspect, he's dropped his bombs. So a battleship successfully ram a destroyer. Yes, Pecky. This is my usual stream time on a Wednesday, 2200. The basic logic being that it's a little easier for the American audience. At least that's the theory. How well it's working in practice, well, let's get 6 and 7 cycled up and eyes on that Bismarck. Mind you, they're down to their... Well, they've got one cruiser left. I think that's their Chapayev, which I've lost track of. Okay, you know what? I wonder if I can come behind the side and just move up and try to grab... Okay, Group 7 push back. Group 6 loiter over that Bismarck. Then to the Edinburgh. And then set up for your bomb run. Group 2 move up to cover. Group... Oh, hello. Head full. Neutral rudder. Group 3 turn in. Port defensive fire. Nice try. Okay, Group 6. Right, before things get any further out of hand, circle. Get your bombs on that Bismarck. No flooding, thankfully. 2 bombs on. Group 2, move in. Stand by. He's trying to blockade me, which is interesting. So let's see about breaking it. Starting there. Missing that strafe, but Group 2's coming in as well. There we go. Tuck in behind. Oh, nice try. Immediate counter strafe. Kick Group 2. No. I'm not trying to do these narrow strafes at times. It's interestingly awkward. Right, Group 3, Group 2 just gang up on the guy. And, oh, hello, Shokaku. That's where you got to. Right, Group 7, move over, go for North Carolina, torpedo bombers, target the battleship. Need to get off this island. And then Group 2 and Group 3 set defensive perimeters, in fact start blocking him. We'll have our own private little war down here, guys, if you don't mind. Or at least while we're doing that, you can set up. This could be interesting. Right, so Group 3, close them down. Group 2, tighten the net. Just keep him pinned. All ahead full. Should be clear of the island by now. And then 4 and 5 move in. Group 6 set up for your stern to aft run. Okay, Group 4 kicking in. Group 5 stand by there. Group 4 into chase position. This North Carolina is almost certainly AA spec, because what else do you use a US battleship for? Well, how did he slip his bombers through while I was distracted? Oh, very nicely done. Fix that flooding. Right, Group 3. Move in, cross-strafe those bombers. Group 5, make your run. Three, pinned. Okay, got the North Carolina. Full 6 and 7, kick over, find the Chapayev. Oh, well, I'm gonna die. That ranks as one of the more interesting carrier destructions. Yeah, let's finish this one off. We found the Chapayev, that's something, so he's marked for the battleships. Question is what their Shokaku is going to be able to do. Got both control points. This one ought to be in the bag unless the Shokaku manages to unceremoniously wreck everything. Unfortunately, with my planes out, well, let's just say that, yeah. I'm not providing much spotting cover, and that Chapayev can just try and run away. Of course, every time he wants to open fire, he's got to unmask. Unfortunately, the team is scattered. Well, not too badly out of position, but the Bismarck's on its own. The Kutuzov and the Mogami are providing cross cover. The Edinburgh, maybe. But that Shokaku driver knows exactly what he's doing, and took very good advantage of the fact that I'm having trouble multitasking tonight. So he's probably just going to start picking people off one at a time, although he's about to ruin his chance of a solo warrior. Yeah, there we go. Fish 1, fish 2. Edinburgh almost dead, but not quite. Pops his repair party, but the bombers are coming in now. Oh dear. Note to self, just because you can't strike a carrier on the first attempt to rate doesn't mean you shouldn't keep trying. It can get quite interesting, particularly if your opposing carrier is a derptastic idiot who's trying to run an engagement on the other side of the battlefield at the same time, and consequently isn't paying attention to his fighters. Whoopsie. However, props to the Shokaku driver. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to carry quite hard enough. Veros just waiting for the shot to put down Barazinga, and the cruisers are, well, they're loitering, to be perfectly honest. Mind you, they're going to have some trouble catching that Shokaku anyway. Shokaku does close to, what, 34 knots? 33, 34? It's almost as fast as they are. So it can just run away from them, especially the Edinburgh. But there goes the Chapayev. Now, can I doom the team? Can me, Dave, pull himself a, well, let's see, there's a double strike, a Kraken, and possibly a solo warrior for him to be had here. All because I couldn't run a competent air defense. Coming down on the Mogami. Cat fighters panic the torpedoes. Torpedo beats are engaged, but Kuvai is going to turn his stern right into the path of that car torp. There we go, he's eaten it. Now, Damcon catches the damage, and they found the Shokaku thanks to the catapult fighter he's had, doing exactly what I did in terms of positioning. Differences, well, I'm not there to do anything about it. Cat fighter barrels in again to disrupt one of the dive bombers. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. First one misses, second one misses. He's on fire, his Damcon's gone. Kuvaime is going to burn. Oh dear. Okay, 828 to 120. Medave has run up 3 kills so far, but he doesn't have the control points. He's stuck behind an island. His only recourse is somehow to kill Mean Shift, and then Morrow, and then Veros, before, well, somehow stopping us running up 127 points. So, can he do it? Well, the answer is possibly yes, he can if Morals doesn't have defensive firearms. Because, well, that will spoil one approach. The cat fighter can spoil another. And he may well be running out of bombers at this point. Torpedoes. Okay, torpedo bomber down before it managed to... Oh no, it did drop one, but Mean Shift's turned and evaded. Medave at this point, 927. He's running out of time, and I think he may be running out of bombs as well. This might have been one of the great how did they mess that up moments of Ranked Season 8, but doesn't look like it's going to be. I think we have got this one in the bag. No thanks to me, it must be said. Still, full credit to Medave for going and flushing me out when none of the rest of his team did. He gets a worthy adversary compliment for that. 990. Dive bombers coming in. One last attempt to reset the scores. Gets 1, gets 2, but it's not enough. 1,000 points. 1 game to me. Well, us. Best not discuss that. Well, at least I got the Arfant done, so I wasn't the worst performer. In fact, I was 3rd. Okay, interesting. Could have been much worse. Okay. Containers of Christmas Past complete. 1 Stormwind camo. And... Right, let's just grab the Loyang. Set the signals. Hello, Celeric, good to see you. And... Ooh, do I load the Turbo Fish? It'll be hilarious. I think I'll load the Turbo Fish. I tend to get close before I fire torpedoes anyway, so... Let's go have us some fun. Time to try and get back into the First League. Ha 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 ha. Oh boy. Low destroyer population, high battleship population, but we may well have a carrier in this game as well, so could get interesting. Hello, Febnich, good to see you. Okay, oh, look who it is! Good news, Kaguro. Bad news, good carrier driver. Someone wants their star back. Not that they think he lost it that time. Well. Okay. Right, so... does it matter? Okay. Well, I'll stay undecided for a bit, just let the team shake itself out, moving at 3/4 power. It was cool, but yeah, well, they're both in roughly the right direction. Roughly. So, ahead full. Well, ahead 3/4. We'll let everyone else sort themselves out. Anatogo, Takao, Bismarck, Amagi. Hope Senshi knows what he's doing, or at least has a better idea of what he's doing than I did in the last game, because it's the same carrier driver. Oh, wow. Right. Let's see. Looks like we're... The temptation to pull out a Sword TTK emote at this point would be overwhelming, except, well, I don't have a Sword TTK emote, and, well, it's a different game anyway. Okay, bomber's coming in. Right, he will have dumped his bombs almost certainly. Right, let's kick up to full speed. Get this going. Get into B, get a cap on the move. Then we need to go hunt down that Kagero. Then we need to go hunt at some battleships and or carriers. And right. Yes. Digger is, yeah. Something TTK. Right. Okay, into B, turn starboard, so I've got a bolt hole ready behind this island at Echo 7, Echo 8 if I need it. Right, the Kagero's in B as well. So if the rest of the team toddles into... Okay, there's the Kagero. So what I can do at this point is crawl round point. Crawl around the island. Get my gun set. Drop my smoke preemptively. And then basically have Hydro locked, loaded, and ready to go. Seriously, you launched your torpedoes behind me. Okay. Right, popping Hydro. Let's see what Hakai does when he realises he's been spotted. Oh my god. Right, okay, he is backing around as well. Fine. Bismarck. Thank you. Launch 1, launch 2. Remember, those are the turbo fish, so unless he manoeuvres... And, oh, he's breaking contact. Even better. Hello, cutie! Unfortunately, he's sailed into the path of my torpedo tower. So, good news, bad news situation. Good news, he damage saturation's a thing. Even better news, the destroyer is gone. And the Bismarck has turned and run, and the Bismarck's about to pop its Hydro. Time I was out of here. Okay, his ship detection is what, 5 point something? Oh, never mind. That answers that question. Run away! Time to get out of here. Unfortunately, in the process of breaking contact and running from the Bismarck, I'm going to A, go out of my smoke, and B, get caught by all these carrier aircraft. And I also need to avoid the island. Okay, broken contact again. Flak off, make sure I don't get compromised or hit the island. That would be equally bad. And skid away. Okay, Cap A is in progress. Let's love tap this Bismarck a few times. Make sure he doesn't get too much capture progress in. There we go. Reset most of that. Dodge the outgoing. Or incoming, depends on your point of view. Just keep jinking. Just keep jinking. Okay. Just keep jinking. Okay, broken contact. Right. Now, where do we think that Shokaku has gone? Hasn't done what I've done and gone round the side. Okay, he's up here. He's tucked in on the AB line, probably on the B line in B6. He was pretty aggressive as well in that last game, so man after my own heart. Okay, retap Captain Kriegverst, give him something else to think about, and also shotgun some torpedoes as well. Ouch! Maybe broadside was not the best position to do that from, but you know what? Tap him again, got the cover in the way, disrupt the cap, and just make sure he can't get anywhere while we're doing it. And yes, I'm farming defense ribbons. Well, actually, you know what? We might get lucky, depending on this torpedo. Come on, come on! Damn it! Some slow-grade backmast torpedo beach right there. And yet he's doing it again. That seems to be a trick of his. Unload a Shokaku dive bomber and just use it to scout. Chasing that DB squad. They're not armed and you'll never catch them. My typing sucks when I'm at speed and trying to think of everything else. Also, flack on for what little good it'll do. Yes, kid, yes, I know. I know. Something, something Fletcher, something, something heal, something, something defensive anti-air. Okay. Looks like Bisco's trying to get around. So's Utogo. Huh. Okay, might have a viable torpedo shot here, but at 4.4 I'm going to have to be careful. Also, he's coming into hydro range and torpedoes are 25 seconds away. So pull clear, don't want to get into a gunfight with this guy just yet. 5.3, 5.4, 5.6, 7, 8. Okay, clear of detection, and he's pulling away as well. The Utogo is out of range pro temp, so I can loop back, and we just lost Biscuit. Okay, well, they've lost their North Carolina as well, so the majority of their flak's gone. If I can circle around, get a shot on the Shokaku. None of them are trying to cap B, so we're just slowly racking up that points advantage. Fight aircraft, bad touch, bad touch. Okay, launch 1, and shotgun launch 2. Turn away, dump the smoke. Let's set up for some gunnery. And decelerate, and get rounds on. Okay, safe. Just need to keep a little bit of fire on this Artigo. Just love tap it a couple of times. And pam pakapan. Oh, hey, nice. Honestly, wasn't expecting to catch the Bismarck. He'd been remarkably good at torpedo beatings so far, but I'll take a double strike. Now, what does that Teitoku want? Requesting support. Where is he anyway? Fair enough, he's on point, he's leading the charge. He's doing exactly what a German battleship should be doing. So, I may be judging him a little harshly there. And in fact, the rest of the enemy team has disintegrated, so... Alright. The Kusotag might well be unmerited. Let's get out there, grab point B, finish this round up and get back up to rank 10 and then probably straight back down to rank 11, knowing my luck. Oh, those turbo torpedoes. 6.5 kilometer range, so you really need to finesse them to get a stealth launch, but they hit a lot harder, 16,000 damage, and they go a lot quicker. 67 knots out of the box, I believe. So, yeah, fun times can be had if you can get close enough to use them. Right, there goes the Edinburgh. Digger CCCP getting his kill. That was quite nicely done indeed. And all that's left, well, is Dave. And yes, sorry, everybody's Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. You are, in fact, alone. Never has a clan tag been more accurately assigned. Let's just tap a few fighters down. Maybe we can get something. He's running for a 10. Spot for the BBs. What do you mean spot for the BBs? Spot for me. What's the highest rank I've ever had? I think I got up to something like rank 5, rank 4 in Season 6. I have to actually go and check my stats to tell you. Ooh, fighter's dead. I generally burn out around rank 8. So it tends to be a time thing for me more than a ability. Usually my sanity cracks first. And, well, credit to him, he's making a go of it. Spot for the BBs and AA. Well, unfortunately, this is the problem with chasing down an enemy carrier. You're closer to him than you are on your own carrier, so his planes tend to get there first. Oh, luckily he's not aiming for me. Unluckily he's aiming for the Teituku, and oh dear, the Bismarck is sunk. Oops. So let's just run this guy down and start administering a beating. Just turn that on. Oh, killed a bomber. Yay! Remember, this is still a Benson. It might not be a Benson C or a Kid, but it's got a reasonable anti-air suite, even with the half-baked captain I'm using on it at the moment. Solo warrior attempt number 2. Will he be successful? Not if I have anything to do about it. He won't. In fairness, he's got an Artago and an Amagi chasing him down as well as me. He's got a Shokoku launching bombers at him. He could pull it off. 3 rapid attacks with torpedo bombers, but I'm just going to get the burn on. Oh, just change angle there, just riding the gimbal limits of number 4 turret. But this is just going to get the burn going. Okay, we've got a burn. Let's just switch over. We'll find out in a second if he has got the emergency takeoff skill. He's not putting that fire out. He's got 2 burns going, so switching over onto another location. Just looking for another fire. That's a 3rd burn. Anyone for roast turkey? Just really a question of whose fire ticks, isn't it? And that's 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave. He tried hard. Unfortunately, his team, well, yes. Sorry.